Singapore has never been shy about embracing new technology. From cashless stalls to AI-driven healthcare solutions, the city-state has built a global reputation for new innovations. But now, there's a new robot in town: robot dogs. In Singapore, they're becoming an everyday sight, patrolling bus depots, inspecting trains, guiding the visually impaired, and even showing up during political walkabouts. Yes, really. These robotic dogs aren't barking or wagging tails, but they're definitely making noise, efficiently, quietly, and with incredible capability. The rise of the robot dog, from MIT labs to Bishan Park. The story of robot dogs began with Boston Dynamics, a company spun out of MIT that introduced the world to a yellow, quadrupedal robot called SPock in 2016. With its gait and agile moves, SPock quickly became the sample for a new age of mobile robotics. Originally priced at $75,000, SPock was a luxury item for research labs and tech giants. Today, however, you can grab a robot dog for as little as $2,700.00, about $3,500.00, the same price as a high-end iPhone. And in true Singaporean fashion, this island nation didn't wait to see what others would do with the technology. It leapt ahead and gave these mechanical robots real jobs. Robot dogs as guide dogs? You bet. Guide dogs are good alternatives for the visually impaired, but they're rare and actually really expensive to train. In fact, as of mid-2024, Singapore had only 9 active working assistance dogs. That's where the National University of Singapore, NUS, saw an opportunity. Led by PhD student Shai Xiaojun from the NUS Smart Systems Institute, researchers began training robot dogs to assist the visually impaired. These robots are assisted with AI and image recognition software, helping them to follow sophisticated verbal commands like "take me to the supermarket" or "find the nearest restroom." And the advantages are numerous. They're cheaper, easier to scale, and don't need dog food or regular walks. And I think I need a robot dog as well. The team even experimented with other formats, smart canes with wheels, AI glasses, but concluded that the 4-legged robot was the most agile option for helping navigate complex terrain. They've already tested these robot guide dogs with about a dozen visually impaired users, and future plans include tests in public parks and transport hubs. So the next time you see a robot dog at the MRT station, don't be surprised. It might be helping someone find their way. Meet Mars, Singapore's robo-watchdog. While one robot dog is helping the blind cross the street, another is helping protect the Seletar bus depot. Meet Mars, Singapore's first AI-enabled robotic security dog, developed with Weston Robot. Unlike the usual guard dogs, Mars doesn't need naps. It's got HD cameras, thermal sensors, and it streams live footage to a system where human officers can monitor its patrols. It can easily cross roads, climb staircases, and inspect fences for signs of tampering. According to SBS Transit spokeswoman Grace Wu, Mars has been patrolling Seletar since September 2024 and has shown such promise that there are plans to use it for other stations as well. What's truly fascinating is how natural it seems now. Just a few years ago, SPock made headlines for reminding park goers about safe distancing during the COVID-19 pandemic. Today, robot dogs are not just assistants, they're now frontline workers. From playgrounds to pandemic patrols. Speaking of SPock, Singaporeans got their first close-up of this robot during the pandemic. In 2020, at the start of the pandemic, SPock patrolled Bishan Angmo Kio Park with a speaker strapped to its back, politely reminding people to keep their distance. Later, it served at the Changi Exhibition Center, delivering medicine to patients at a community isolation facility. Robot inspectors, underground, under trains, and under control. If you think these robodogs only bark orders or guide the blind, think again. They're also inspectors. Take SPock. No, I am not talking about the Star Trek character, a robot dog used by SP Group to inspect 6Ks of underground gas and electrical tunnels. It's equipped with sensors that detect tunnel dampness, cracks, and problems invisible to the human eye. It goes along with human inspectors, but does all the dangerous crawling through narrow tunnels. SPS Transit is also deploying robot dogs to inspect MRT train carriages at the Senkang Depot. One such robot, adorably named Avatar, short for Advanced Video Analytics Train Assessment Robot, checks loose oil caps, missing parts, or air leakages, things that normally are hard for human technicians. NUS researchers are also using quadruped robots to inspect staircases, scanning each step for consistency in depth and height. This project is so promising that it's set to be spun off into a full-fledged startup. Even politics isn't safe from robot dogs. One of the most unexpected turn of events came when a PSP, Progress Singapore Party, candidate, Tony Tan, brought a robot dog along during an election walkabout. That's right, while most politicians shake hands and hand out flyers, Mr. Tan showed up with a high-tech robot dog. Was it political PR? A statement? Maybe all two. But it also signaled something deeper. These robots are now part of everyday Singaporean life, from politics to parks. From curiosity to utility, Singapore's robotic future. Singapore's National Robotics Program, NRP's Deputy Director Chan Ujane, says that robot dogs are gaining traction fast, particularly in surveillance and inspection operations. And with cheaper options from China, we can expect the trend to accelerate. What used to be a rarity is now a necessity. Robot dogs aren't replacing humans, they're improving our abilities, keeping people out of danger, and are accessible for the disabled. Are these bots going to be everywhere? It's easy to joke about robot dogs. They're cute, weirdly mobile, and walk like children learning to run. But in Singapore, they're no joke. They're working hard, serving communities, and shaping what a smart city really looks like. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Would you exchange your dog for a robotic one? And don't forget to subscribe for more info on AI, robots, and new technology.